Last lecture we have studied the point that is defects of vision and their corrections and the uses of concave lens. Today we will see our next point, that is use of the convex lens. In convex lens, where convex lenses are used, we have to see in this topic. First is the simple microscope. A convex lens with small focal length produces a virtual, erect and bigger image of an object as shown in the figure. You can see a virtual image on the same side of the object, and erect image is formed and it is bigger than the object as shown in the figure with the help of the convex lens. Such a lens is called as a simple microscope or magnifying lens. One can get a 20 times larger image of an object using such microscopes. These are used for watch repair, testing precious gems and finding their defects. Thus, we can use simple microscope for this purpose, and in a simple microscope, convex lenses are used. Next use is the compound microscope. Simple microscope is used to observe the small sized objects, but minute objects like blood cells, cells of the plants, animals, and minute living beings like bacteria cannot be magnified sufficiently by simple microscope. Compound microscope are used to study these objects. A compound microscope is made up of two convex lens, objective and the eyepiece. The objective has smaller cross section and smaller focal length. The eyepiece has a bigger cross section and its focal length is also larger than that of the objective. Higher magnification can be obtained by the combined effect of these two lenses. As shown in the figure 7.17, the magnification occurs in two stages. The image formed by the first lens acts as the object for the second lens, and the axes of both lenses are along the same line. The lenses are fitted inside a metallic tube in such a way that the distance between can be changed. Thus, in compound microscope, we can use two different convex lenses, and by using this we can magnify the object by a greater time that the objects like small objects like the cells of the blood or animal cell, plant cell, or the other type of microorganisms can be easily observed with the help of compound microscope. Then next is the telescope, but this point is deleted from the syllabus, so we will see the next use, that is the optical instrument. In optical instrument, convex lenses are used in various other optical instruments like camera, projector and spectrograph. Such instruments are optical instruments in which convex lenses are used. And last is the spectacles. Convex lenses are used in spectacles for correcting farsightedness. We studied the defects in vision, and farsightedness defect is covered or corrected by using the spectacles or convex lenses. Thus here we have studied the uses of convex lenses. Then we have to study our next point, that is the persistent of vision. But before that, they have given us two activities. See, take a burning incense stick in your hand and rotate it fast along a circle. You can see that you feel that there is a rotating circle or complete circle is seen due to continuous rotation of the burning stick. Draw Next is the draw a cage on one side of a cardboard and a bird on the other side. Hang the cardboard with the help of the thread. Twist the thread and leave it. What do you see and why? You can see that on the one side of there is a on one side of the cardboard there is a bird, and on the other side there is a cage. But when we rotate the cardboard fastly, we feel that the bird is in the cage. This effect is known as the persistence of vision. That means we see an object because the eye lens creates its image on the retina. This is studied in the point, that is working of the eye. The image of the object is formed on the retina. The image is on the retina as long as the object is in front of us. That means image is formed on the retina till the object is in front of us. The image disappears as soon as the object is taken away. However, this is not instantaneous, and the image remains imprinted on our retina for 1/16th of a second. after the object is removed. That means after removal of the object, the image is not immediately gone, but it remains on the retina till the 1/16th of a second after the object is removed. The sensation on retina persists for a while. This is called persistence of vision. And some examples of this that we see, bird in a cage, that is the effect of persistence of vision. And the burning essence circle is also a persistence of vision. Then our last point is, how do we perceive different colors? We know that the retina in our eyes is made up of many light sensitive cells. These cells are shaped like a rod and like a cone. The rod like cells respond to the intensity of light and give information about the brightness or dimness of the object to the brain. And the conical cells respond to the color and give information about the color of the object to the brain. That means in retina there are two types of cell, rod like cell and cone like cell. Rod like cells give information to the brain about the brightness or intensity of the brightness to the brain, and the cone like cells give information about the respond to the color. Brain processes all the information received and we see the actual image of the object. Rod like cells respond to faint light also, but the conical cells do not. Thus we perceive colors only in bright light. The conical cells can respond differently to red, green and blue colors. When red color falls on the eyes, the cells responding to red light get excited more than those responding to the other colors, and we get the sensation of red color. Some people lack conical cells responding to certain colors. This person cannot recognize those colors or cannot distinguish between the different colors. These persons are said to be color blind. That means they cannot differentiate between the colors, so they are color blind. Apart from not being able to distinguish between different colors, the eyesight is normal. Here we have completed our last point from this chapter number 7, that is the lenses. Today we will see the points, that is use of the convex lenses and persistence of vision. Here we have completed our 7th chapter. Today's homework for you to complete the exercise given below the chapter. Here we will stop today. Thank you.